Did you know that underneath every single sin is really just us doubting God? My pastor brought this to my attention during our weekly church group last night, and it completely rocked my world. We were more focused on doubting God in the capacity of like, is God real? Did Noah's Ark really happen? Did Jesus really die and come back to life? What is going on with dinosaurs? Those aren't mentioned in the Bible. But then we started getting into other ways that we doubt the Lord without even realizing it. And he made it so clear that when we give in to sin and we give into our flesh, underneath any sin, no matter what it is us doubting God's design and us doubting that God can bring us ultimate peace and fulfillment and joy and happiness without having to give in to that sin. He used the example of a man cheating on his wife. So you can look at the sin for what it is, a man, lying to his wife and going and sleeping with another woman. But what it really is at the very root, especially if it was a Christian man who did so, is him doubting God's design for marriage. One man, one woman, until death do them part, that as long as they are both dying to their flesh every day, that they can actually fulfill each other for an entire human lifetime. And that is worth it. That one person really can fulfill you. Only God can fulfill you completely. But really, when you cheat on someone under marriage, you are doubting God's design for marriage. Or when you have premarital sex, been there, you are doubting what God says about the sanctity and how sacred the act of sex is. You're doubting that you can have as much fun, or that your being is fulfilled, or that you don't need to drive it before you buy it. You're doubting God's design. You are doubting the Lord and what he can ultimately provide you when you decide that you get to choose the design for your life or what you're going to do every day. I also think a lot about alcohol and drug use. I had years where I was really wrapped up in some of that stuff. The one that had me the worst was me doubting that God really had anything better for me, but also me letting Satan tell me that it wasn't a big deal, that what I was doing was casual, that it was actually making me better or helping me. And I was really letting myself believe that I could reach God's full design for me while still living in that sin every single day. I was doubting what God said very clearly in the Bible about those specific sins. I can't wait to share the testimony on that. But the minute I gave up that sin, I have seen miraculous transformation in myself, in my life. God was just waiting for me to quit doubting what he had for me. So quit doubting that God gets it right, because if you read your Bible, he gets it right every time.